So I'm back. So I've been meaning to make this video for a minute. And you all see the title, and it's about Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets being absolute trash. Now I know before I get into it, people gonna say their record is 45 and 29 and they still in the playoffs. They the sixth seed and they not that bad. Yes, they is. The sixth seed is pathetic. That's basically mid. Like you at the bottom tier playoff teams, basically. Now they is tied, I believe, with the Timberwolves, so they could be fifth any given day, but still, that's still middle of the pack. And the problem is that, and I know let's address it. I know somebody out there, you must have lost the parlay. Yes, I did. I just remembered. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to be making a video. Yes, they did. Kevin Durant, per usual, screwed me over. Houston Rockets lost. I can't even remember, because this was probably like a week or so ago who they lost to, but they basically lost to a team at home they wasn't supposed to lose to. And they've been doing that all season, just up and down, not being clutch, just overall terrible. And I want to say this because the Houston Rockets actually is a good team. That's been my team on 2K. Now they do lack a point guard, and I created a point guard, so it was kind of perfect for their team. But overall, they got a good roster, with Shangoon. They were saying that he was a baby Joker for a little while, but no, he not that. But he's a great player who can get you 20 and 10. Then you got the Thompson brother, the other one played for the Pistons. But he's the better one. He was drafted, believe a pick higher because he's a little bit better on offense. The one on the Pistons is more known for his defense. And he's a good all-around player. Jabari Smith Jr. He's 6'10" and can shoot and do a little bit of everything. They overall, and then they got there's somebody I'm missing too. Oh, and of course, most obviously they got Kevin Durant. Because on 2K, Kevin Durant retired luckily, and that's when we started winning when Kevin Durant left for whatever reason. But so yeah, they got Kevin Durant mixed in there. So you would think that they would be a good team, and then they got a good bench too. That's what I'm saying. Like they they a well-rounded team to where if KD was really that dude, he would be able to uplift them. And let me say this, and I hope KD, I know you like clapping back. I hope that you do see this video because I love to debate you because everything I'm saying is facts. Now, KD, and I'm not trying to butter you up, but it is the truth. I was one of your greatest fans, one of your biggest fans. I used to say that you was better than LeBron, like in the early mid 2010s. I used to always say I would rather have KD on my team. KD is better. I used to argue people up and down. Fast forward, me even liking you more than LeBron because I guess I'm known as the LeBron hater. There's no way I can say that you better than LeBron. It's not even close. You're not even close to LeBron. So at least LeBron, like they said, was able to lead teams to the finals and this overall got off the first round. Because my problem with KD started when he got swept by Anthony Edwards. Before that, okay, on the Nets, Kyrie was injured. I think it was James Harden they had got was injured. That classic game where your foot was on the line. Okay, I give you that, give you the injury year. But when you went to the Suns, and I expected way more from KD on the Suns because you had Devin Booker, another all-star, a player who went to a finals, one of the best scorers, and then you had what's his name? Dang, I forgot his name, but the center power forward who's good. And then y'all eventually got Bradley Beal, and we don't know what happened to Bradley Beal. I mean, he didn't live up to expectation, but you would think with that roster, y'all would have been able to get out the first round. Y'all can even win the game against Anthony Edwards, and then Anthony Edwards is punking you and talking crap to your face, and then you brushing it off like, KD being passive. We know, we know KD personality, unless it's for whatever reason arguing with people online. It's like, why don't you have that same energy that you have when you making burner accounts and going at people online? in the game of basketball when you're going against competition. Why didn't you get mad at the Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards, like how you be clapping back on Twitter and win that series? Like, like that's the big thing that separates Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, it's like it ain't no coincidence that you and Scottie Pippen is both Libras. Like, hey, if you know about astrology, you know Libras is extra passive, and y'all show that. And it's about the whole chart too, but like KD and Scottie Pippen, like they y'all the perfect complementary players, kind of how the Libras is. Libras do good with partnerships. Libras do good when they able to work with someone. And you see that Kevin Durant on the Warriors, when he got a team, he got Steph and Clay, and he can just be free, he ball out. Scottie Pippen got Michael Jordan taking the pressure off of him. That's why he was able to be successful and ball out. When the pressure is on y'all and y'all forced to lead, it's just like it just is what it is. And despite all your talent, because like I said, KD one of the best scorers ever, one of the greatest scorers, and he never scored 60. Like you would have thought Kevin Durant would have been the one to score 70 or break Kobe record, because how good of a scorer he is. But we know he don't he's efficient, but that comes to industry. Because if you're efficient, you never thought, okay, let me have a game where I'm jacking up 40, 50 shots like Kobe or Jordan. Let me see what I can do. But no, man, we know the whole thing with Russell Westbrook and the Thunder and how that kind of went. Westbrook, it worked for you. That's why y'all made it to a finals, play good, because Westbrook was that leader, that Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, to where KD got to be his best self. But then we know Russ, who also was one of my favorite players, we know that he just was too erratic. We've seen that throughout his career. He just KD. I mean, like they said, if you could put Russ, Hart, and Will and Kevin Durant, you will probably have the greatest player of all time. If KD had Russ, willpower and energy, but just a little bit smarter, of course, because we know like that. Of course, that plays into it, but KD would be unstoppable. But I say all this to say is that Houston Rocket fans, y'all not going nowhere. KD, almost 100%. Nothing is 100% because you could leave and go to the Thunder next year for your last year or something. But KD, I don't see KD even making it to another finals, let alone winning another championship. I think his legacy at this point really is going to be having two rings, two finals MVPs. Of course, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, 50 greatest players of all time, but it's still, and that's crazy to say that he's that, but you still feel like there's a lot left on the table because KD did have the potential to be a top 10 player of all time. Some people might think he's top 15. I don't think he's top 15 with the way the bottom half of his career went, and everything is tied to the Warriors and him joining the biggest super team of all time. So that's why it's like, like with KD, it felt like you left thought on the table, but then it's just like you just can't be. He just can't be that leader. Like this Rockets team, I believe if you put certain like another, can't even think of nobody off the top of my head. Maybe even like if you put Shea like on this team, I believe the Rockets would have a real chance to win the championship and to go somewhere for real. Or um another like great high caliber player like LeBron in his prime, probably definitely could have. I know Kobe definitely could. Like if you that dude how KD's supposed to be, you supposed to be able to elevate this team. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockets got swept and out in the first round. Then y'all supposed to be better than that. I know y'all lack a point guard, but it's still that shouldn't overcome y'all being set in other areas and having an all around great well-rounded team. And KD, you should be able to play point guard. You could push the ball and pass and all of that. You should be running point. Like it just it's just not good. And I've been watching them because I've been thinking because I'm like the Rockets, they is a good team, like all around good team. KD, you supposed to be that dude. And even though you older, you still get, your 20, 25 a game. And it's just like I watched them over and over again lose to teams that they not supposed to lose to. I understand that if you lose to the Thunder, if you lose to who else is real good? Even the Lakers when they, doing good and they on their streak when they high, I can see you splitting with them maybe. Um Trying to think, hey, who am I missing this year? I know the Knicks, like you, I think they did lose to the Knicks. That was probably one of the teams that I was thinking of. Like that's iffy. Okay, the Pistons. Okay, losing to them. Okay, I can understand that. Like like the top echelon of the teams, even the Nuggets, losing to the Nuggets. Okay, Joker got y'all. I can understand that. But when I'm seeing y'all lose to trash team. I can't remember who. I don't know if it was the Bucks, but I watched them lose to like numerous teams that they like non-playoff teams that they shouldn't be losing to. And I don't know if maybe if that got something to do with coaching also, but they need to figure it out. But I'm just overall disappointed on in KD. 'Cause I've been meaning to make another video like just how KD career played out and that he just don't have no will or leadership in him. Like he done went to the Suns, because that's why I'm getting to the Suns. You had Devin Booker, you had Bradley Beal, you had I can't believe I can't think of like you had a decent enough team to where if you good enough you should have been able to at least get them not win it because there might be a better team, but you shouldn't have been getting sweat and then having Anthony Edwards talk trash in your face because Anthony Edwards, his second best player, Julius Randle, I believe it was, or it might have been Karl Anthony Towns. Either way, you wouldn't really say that they better than Devin Booker. So it's like, is Anthony Edwards better than Kevin Durant? Is that what we saying? Like, and I know that KD is older, but this was like 2 years ago before he was as old. And, like I said, KD game haven't really dropped that much for real. It's not like you see, like, dang, like how we starting to really see with LeBron to where, okay, age is finally catch up with him. Like, okay, I understand now. No, you still playing at a high level. And it just like you just passive. It just crazy. So, I decided to make this video because I've been meaning to make this video, and low key, I'm hoping that KD or the Rockets see this because I can't bet on y'all because like y'all just too unpredictable for real, and I don't see y'all making out the first round despite y'all having a good roster. That was like the Rockets have a good roster. It just KD, you not that dude, and I'm out.